What happens when you reduce stimulation? Welcome to the mind gym. Train your mind. Transform your life. Have you ever caught yourself going from screen to screen all day long? I did. A few years ago, I noticed something uncomfortable about how I was living. From the second I woke up to the moment I went to sleep, my life was a chain of digital distractions. My phone woke me up. Then I'd stay in bed watching cooking videos on Instagram. Then it was time to cook breakfast. iPad next to the stove, obviously. Then came work. Multiple monitors, emails, Slack notifications, and my smartwatch buzzing like a needy toddler. But one screen was the biggest culprit. My phone. I could waste hours on it, every single day. So, I decided to try something radical. For one full month, I would limit my phone use to 30 minutes a day. Total. That was I had 30 minutes for everything. Calls, maps, music, podcasts, texting my mom, you name it. At first, brutal. But after about a week, something fascinating started to happen. One, my attention span grew. I could focus again. Not perfectly, but way better than before. I wasn't constantly craving the next notification, the next dopamine hit. 2. I had more ideas. Without all the noise, my brain had room to think. Creative thoughts started bubbling up while walking, cooking, even doing nothing. 3. I could plan ahead. With fewer distractions, I began naturally thinking more about the future, planning projects, life goals, even silly stuff like vacation itineraries. So I had to ask, what is going on here? I dove into the research. Over 25,000 words of notes. I talked to experts. I became my own lab rat. And I found the truth. We're not distracted. We're overstimulated. That's the real issue. We don't just lose focus, we crave distraction. Because our brains are wired for novelty. Each new post, message, or video rewards us with dopamine. The same chemical we get from food, sex, or yes, finishing a pizza by yourself. So, how do we fix it? I pushed the experiment further. I asked my blog readers, what's the most boring thing you can think of? Then, I did it. Every day. For a month. Here are some highlights. Day 1. Read the entire iTunes terms and conditions. Day 4. Waited on hold with an airline's baggage claim. Day 24. Watched a clock tick for an hour. Yes, seriously. And you know what? The exact same results came back. More focus, more creativity, more mental clarity. Why? Because boredom is the gateway to deep thought. Let your mind wander, you'll better ideas. When your brain isn't overstimulated, it starts to wander. And where it wanders is fascinating. 12% of the time, it reflects on the past. 28%, it thinks about the present. But nearly half the time, 48%, it thinks about the future. That's why your best ideas hit you in the shower, on a walk, or while lying on the couch doing nothing. This is what I call scatter focus. It's the mental space where your brain connects the dots that only feel random. until they form something brilliant. You don't need to meditate on a mountain. Just take a walk without your phone. Take a longer shower. Or try something like knitting. Yes, I knit, and it's where I get tons of ideas. The point is, give your brain space. Here's what I learned after years of experimenting and research. 1. You don't need to fit more in. You need more space. Productivity isn't about hustle. It's about clarity. You can't move fast if your mental highway is jammed. 2. Distraction isn't the enemy. Overstimulation is. Phones aren't evil, but our constant craving for stimulation is what's killing our focus. So here's your challenge. 2 weeks. Just 2 weeks of intentionally lowering stimulation. Use screen time limits. Try a tech-free evening from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. Do one boring task a day and notice what your brain does next. Rediscover boredom. Scatter your focus. Watch what happens. If this video sparked a thought, give it a like, share it with someone who's always too busy, and don't forget to subscribe to the Mind Gym for more brain training content. Remember, the state of your attention determines the state of your life. See you next time.